Hello, everybody. We're live. I'm back. No intro tonight, no nothing. I think that's gonna be a pretty short stream, and I don't even know what I want to talk about, to be honest. Like, I know what I'm gonna talk about, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna say. I'm a bit upset. Not gonna lie, right? In case you don't know, the Kickstarter for the Broken Empire RPG by me, myself, and I just launched today, and the project does look cool. Not gonna lie. I would have loved to back it. Went to the fucking website and it's fucking $80 for the core book. Oh, and you get the PDF on top of that, right? What a deal. Which PDF should be included with every core book nowadays. But every 80 fucking bucks US. So that's like over $100 Canadian for a jerk like me, right? And that's not even counting shipping, which would be another $26 US. So now look, we're like almost 130 Canadian. And this is not to single out Trevor from me, myself, and I, right? Just like, but this is a trend that we've seen in the hobby, and it's insane. I get it. Producing books nowadays cost more than used to, right? But does it cost that much more? Like, you don't fucking try to get rich out of this fucking hobby, right? Just like, it's this, like, if you're like a independent guy producing RPG, that should be a label of love, right? Don't expect to make fortune out of it, right? I'm not like an anti-capitalist. I'm not also the most pro-capitalist guy out there, right? But I can't fucking believe it, and I guess like maybe I'm wrong here because like the Kickstarter is doing amazingly well, right? Is almost like a 200,000 US in on the first day, so amazing success and good on him. And there's like 350 people already that decided to back the core book for $80. But I think it's insane. Like, I don't know, like producing a book, like 250-page book. What is it gonna be like if you have like a over 200 or like, let's say 500 piece print run, right? You probably can get it like for $50 a book. It's a nice book and stuff like that. If you cannot fucking find that, you need to look more for a better printer. Or try to maybe make a book that is not as expensive to produce, right? And then if you can get the book produced for $50, sell it for 60, right? Don't try to make like fucking 30, $40 a book. That's insane. Try to sell more. And then you can have a bigger print run and bring the cost of printing down. That would be the way to go, in my opinion, right? Just like, but 80 fucking bucks for a book. And that was the same problem I had with Shadow Dark, right? When I looked at Shadow Dark, and I've been like a bit like I made a video about Shadow Dark when the Kickstarter was out, and I said like, well, it's not very innovative, but not every game has to be, and the games still look interesting enough, right? I think you need both innovation and iteration. And but the reason I didn't back it was that to get it in Canada would have cost me again $130, which and it's not that I cannot afford it, but everything got a value, got a worth. It's insane. Like I'm like, yeah, your games look good, look cool, right? Does it look $80 US cool? I don't know. I can do other thing with my money, right? And it's not only that. That's not even the fucking worst part. Oh, hello, Dice Tail. I say that. Thanks, Joe Biden. Inflation, the American dollar, as a big part of this problem, and that's a point as well. Like you talk about inflation, everything is fucking costing more nowadays. Everything is so much more pricey nowadays, right? And RPGs are very much so luxury good. When people have to cut, and you want to produce a RPG book, maybe you should cut on your profit per unit a bit. Because also, like, even if I buy a book, right, and when I play with some friends, they'll need a copy of the book as well. or at least a PDF. And that's the other fucking point. 40 fucking bucks for the PDF. That's fucking insane. And that I'm gonna say it right there. If your PDF is 40 bucks, your PDF is free. PDF should be 10 bucks maximum. PDF, like, there's no fucking cost associated to it. That's pure profit. What is fucking people like being so greedy? Fucking 40 bucks for a PDF? Are you fucking kidding me? That should be the price for the core book, right? Core book should be like maybe 50 bucks, 60 bucks, starting to get a bit pricey, but still in the reasonable price range. Fucking 40 bucks? You're selling digital good at the price of fucking physical good. Yeah, like 40 bucks PDF. Yeah. Hello, Angar. Nice banana today. Yeah, I forgot. I'm a week behind, so yeah, like Full Metal Dragon is like no PDF should ever be more than 20 bucks at the most. And I think even that 20 bucks is insane, right? And it's something that we see, like even like now, like they say, like, oh, distributor now say that you can ask 50% of the price for a PDF. Like, that's fucking insane. Like, PDF, you should ask for the at most ask for the PDF the profit margin you get on the printed book, right? So you're not losing money selling a PDF instead of selling a printed book. And your profit margin for the printed book probably shouldn't be more than 10 bucks. It's a luxury item. Everybody is struggling. Money is tight for everybody, right? And we all have like more system than we can play, probably. Like, nobody needs a new system, to be honest. Even if the system look cool, right? You can all play like an old game. But like I said, the Kickstarter is doing amazingly well, and he's not alone in that, right? That's a trend I'm noticing. But I think it's fucking insane, like this greed in the hobby, right? It's like it's driving me crazy. It's driving me mad. Like, I'm producing a game myself. I'm not doing that to make bank. If I ever release that game, I want people to play it. I want as much people possible to play it, and I want it to be easy for you to get to onboard your friends, right? That's what I want. So of course I'm gonna try to make my game as accessible as I can. And I'm not saying anybody should lose money when producing a book and when selling a book to people, but for fuck's sake, be reasonable, right? I don't know. And also, I got to say, like I said, it's a trend. Trevor is not alone in that. But it's also like some of the blame has to be put on consumer as well. Don't fucking pay those price. Like, this Kickstarter is doing well, and I feel a bit bad for saying that, because I have nothing against Trevor. He seemed like a okay guy, right? Like, I've seen some of his video, but I wish this Kickstarter would have failed. I wish people would have seen that. I say, yeah, cool project, too expensive. What's wrong with people like fucking shilling money like that? Do you have like more money than you have sense? I don't know what to tell you. And it's the same thing with video game as well, right? We see that in video game as well. You look at fucking Steam, like people now, like those companies, like now they sell like what, $70? $70 for a fucking digital copy of a game that you don't really like. Digital copy you don't ever really own, right? They can, like, if the game goes away, USOL. If they decide to ban you from Steam for some reason, which Steam doesn't tend to do, USOL, right? You don't own any shit that is digital, really. And but people still pay the price. Like, don't fucking buy. Like, when like game was $60 when you would buy in store, they had to print a disc, they had to ship it, the store has to take a cut. They have to, like, you have none of that with the digital product, and there is no price cut that have been associated to that. What are we? We're fucking fools. It's fucking insane. Don't fucking pay full price for those video game, and don't fucking pay $40 for a PDF. Dice Tales, $40 for PDF is too much. Saying that, hello now, $39 is a common price point. Yeah, like I said 40, yeah, it's true. It's $39. You're not fucking fooling anybody. One of the good thing about PDF is it used to be a way for people who were poor, again, still be able to get into the game. Yeah, and that's what it should be as well, right? And also, like, I want to support people, but if you put it in the bar too high, well, if I really want it, I'm gonna go to the fucking IC. I hate to say, right? I don't tend to do that. But at some point, you have to be reasonable. Like the whole fucking thing about supply and demand, right? Like fucking RPG and especially fucking PDF, they're not like luxury watch. What? They're not like a status symbol that you want to limit through price because then you shill money on something stupid, you wear it around, and people know that you're money to waste, right? Just like, and then somehow it's supposed to make you look good. I don't get it, but some people like that, right? RPG are not that. RPG is something that we're supposed to build a community around and have as much people to join in as possible and play together and have good time together, right? Just like, why are you fucking selling your thing like you know, in the supply and demand, what you want to do, like, there's going to be a price that you're gonna ask for. If you lower the price, maybe you can increase demand. Maybe try that if you want to make more money, right? Try to make like less money per unit, but send out more unit. That'd be my goal. Like I said, this one is doing well, but what if the PDF was $10? Would it be like 4 times more people that have like pledge, being willing to pledge? I don't know. Maybe I would have been more willing to jump in. I don't know. $20 maybe like twice as many people would have jumped. Like I'm sure at some point there's some equilibrium point, right? But now it's like, oh, it's gonna be very exclusive. Like only 400 people or 500 people, maybe by the end of the Kickstarter, will have this game spread across the world. And then if you want to play it, well, maybe there's gonna be like a print run afterward that you can buy or a print on demand. But like even those like are quite pricey, right? And also like with the Kickstarter thing, that's supposed to be for us to help you put your project together. Maybe give a better price. We're taking a risk. We're not sure if the project is going to complete. There's always like, Kickstarter is not a store, so there might be something that happened and the project never got completed. That happened many times, right? Or a project like end up being shit or end up being delayed for months or years, oftentimes, right? That happened all the time with Kickstarter. So there's always a risk involved. The price should reflect that as well. What is it? Is it going to be like, oh, I think it has like that on his website, like, oh, by pledging on the Kickstarter, you're saving $10 from the retail price later on. So what, you're gonna sell me like the fucking core book is gonna be $90 later on? What the fuck do you think you are? For a fucking like 250-page role-playing game? Like, that's insane. Are you gonna fucking sell your PDF $45 after the Kickstarter? Like, I don't know, like I get so mad, like, because it just feel like so fucking greedy for something that was just supposed to be to want to do to have fun. And the project does look fucking cool. If it's like something that it's not interesting, right? Just like, all right, and like, and Trevor seemed to be getting something about role playing, right? So I say like, maybe that's something interesting that would like to back. And again, it's not that I don't have the money. It's just that I'm not willing to shield that amount of money for a fucking thing that I haven't seen, that I don't know nothing about, taking the risk. And also like that, am I gonna find people to play with? Like other people are willing to fucking pay the price to get the book? I don't know. And I always like I don't like PDF. I like reading my books on paper, right? Just like, so if for me PDF need to be very cheap because like there's no value in there for me. Like, and like I said, like there's no, it's all profit, right? Just like Big Bad say, I like real books. The PDF should be included for free. Yes, absolutely. If not, a PDF should be like $10. I agree with that. That'll be at most. I really don't know what costs are. $80 for the books may be small profit, especially after paying artists and shipping from China, printing costs, etc. If you need to sell your book for $80 to be able to come into your money, your book costs too much to produce, right? You pay too much for the artist, or you have too much art in it, or it's unreasonable. You have to produce a product for, well, I would say for a price that the market can bear. But like I said, is Kickstarter is doing amazingly well. So what do I know? Maybe I'm just alone. Maybe I'm out there. Maybe I'm like an old man streaming at cloud now. Oh, the fucking thing's a thing, or the thing, or the cost of thing are too high now, right? Just like maybe that's what it is, right? And also like, okay, Kickstarter is gonna take a cut. What did it take? Like 10%, something like that. But with all that accounting, right? Like producing a book, and I know the price increased quite a bit. Shouldn't cost you more than $60 a piece, right? With the art can be expensive. You don't need that much art. I don't know. Kickstarter is basically an interest-free loan, yes, to the person creating the item. Bet in theory should lower cost. And in theory, I guess, or yeah, it should lower the cost. Kickstarter is basically an interest. Yeah. Oh, you said it twice. That should lower the cost. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Problem is this, in the back of my mind is this book just going to be a coffee stand art book? That's also like always a thing, right? With like this, you take a chance on a new system, right? That is untested and stuff like that. Like, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna run it. Like that's the thing with the PDF as well, right? If you had the PDF for $10, right? Then maybe I'll buy the PDF, look into it. If I like it, I buy the core book. And also like when some company like does like, you bought the PDF, now you want to buy the core book, we'll give you a discount, right? Just like because we all took your money, right? Just, especially when they do like the PDF included with the core book, right? There's some like we need, like, as consumer, we need to fucking push for like getting some respect, like having like better fucking like business practices. And I don't want to I feel bad doing this video because I feel like this guy's trying to do something and I'm coming here and trashing on him. But it just like, and like I said, he's not alone in that. It's just like I've seen other project going in like maybe not quite as high. Shadow Dark was pretty pricey, and I complained about that as well. But other project that I saw, but it also like the project like didn't really interest me. So yeah, whatever, right? Just like, but I don't know. I just needed fucking vent. Like I'm fucking like, don't fucking come in this industry trying to make that your main job. Don't come in this industry trying to make a fortune out of it. I think that's not the place for it. It's supposed to be like a boutique thing, right? Just like something you do like because you're passionate about it. We used to call like the Artbreaker RPG. I'm gonna produce this game and maybe it's gonna sell, maybe it's gonna be a success. Maybe you can make some money like to pay you a little trip, right, somewhere. But it shouldn't be like, you shouldn't fucking aim for like, I'm gonna like trying to grab the bag. I don't know. Big Bad says should have a book only tier without all the extra accessories. It does. The core book, that's the one that is $80. The core book. It's just like the hardcover. You do get the PDF and the stretch goal, but oftentimes the stretch goal I don't fucking care about. Yeah, $79, which would be like 107 Canadian, something. So like again, like I would be like at 135 Canadian if I want to get that get delivered to my home next year, right? Pay now, get the book next year if there's no delay. No, you don't get extra stuff for the $80. It's just the fucking core book. And there is like a starter set, which is if you don't want to pay as much and you want to have like, I don't know even what the book is. The starter box set, the perfect way to get into the taste of Simlight. It's the quick start rule. The quick start rule? That should be fucking free on your website. No, it's $50. I guess you get the box, right? But Yeah. Does it include like a full PDF? No, only the PDF of the starter books of the starter box. If you pay $50 for the starting rule, for the starter box rule, you don't get a real PDF. Only the starter box. That's well. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Like me, myself, and I, Trevor. I think those price of whack. And yeah, yes, I am talking about the Broken Empire Kickstarter. Should I show the link? I maybe I should show the link anyway, right? Just like, is it like because maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe you think like the value is gonna be there if you want to look at it, right? Just like tell me, guy in chat, am I wrong? Am I being fucking insane? Am I like? Is it because I'm the old man yelling at cloud, right? Oh no, like oh in my day you can get a bus ride for 10 cents, right? Just like in my day a comic book cost 75 cents. But at some point, right, we can blame inflation, but there's some industry where the price shouldn't be as elastic because consumers should be like, wait, my fucking grocery store is costing me like $200 a week now. Maybe I cannot afford a $80 game that I might or might not play, that I might or might not get in a year. You know, there's some industry that need to say like, well, you know what? We still want to exist. Times are tough. Am I going crazy? Am I going insane? Chat? Like I said, like maybe I'm coming rough here. Maybe I'm coming rough here, but like I said, that's a project that I find like interesting and seems cool, right? But paying that much kind of goes against my principle. But I think part of this game and part of it is the aesthetic of the book. Trevor really did mean to produce the kind of a work of art as well as a game. It's definitely a luxury item, yeah, but I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to pay for an art book. I'm looking to buy a game. Why not have like then make a version like with, because you also got like the premium book, right? That is even more expensive. Like if you just want to have the premium book, it's $120. You can have that. That's fine. I'm not gonna rant about that. You want to have the premium book at 120, but I don't need a fucking piece of art on every page. Like it's nice having our art in that and having nice art in a game. I like it, right? I've worked my life as an artist, made my career as an artist, so of course I like it. But I don't like it at the price of, oh no, I need to charge 50% more of what the book should cost because to pay for that, right? Full Metal Dragon say I back it, but I question if I will like keep it. Well, that's really, like I'm not saying that, I don't know. Am I saying that people shouldn't back it? No, not necessarily, but I don't really like encouraging this kind of like pricing. That's the thing. That's the thing. If people like now pay $80 for a for RPG, in a year or two, people will start charging $90 for RPG, right? There's always going to be like this because yeah, there's this thing about the market, right? Like you charge what you can get, and there's always, like I said, there's always an equilibrium between like supply and demand and like the price that you charge and how many people will ask for it. There's always going to be this equilibrium point where, but when people like when Kickstarter succeeds so much, then yeah, why not then? Maybe a low budget version with little or no art and lower quality paper would have been a good option. Maybe even a soft cover. Even though like that, I think that like because I don't care. Like I would have like $60. I would have paid for it. That's price. Like seems cool enough. I would be willing to show that money, even with the shipping. But the shipping, that's a Canada problem. I cannot really blame Trevor for that. We're getting fucking raped here, but with shipping, it's fucking insane. But like I don't want like a $20 printed book, like soft cover and like in shitty paper. I'm not a big fan of that either, right? Just like, but I think you can produce like a nice, decent book, and maybe you have to make decision like oh, are we gonna do a go full color, or are we gonna go black and white, right? Just like, well, maybe black and white is the way to go. If you want to put more art, maybe you can put less art and go full color, because then like yeah, there's some calculation. Like if you want to go all out, well then maybe some people are gonna call you out, and that's what I'm doing here, right? The real answer is you should put on your game at a very reasonable price and watch it kick ass. Yeah, that's and like I said, like you want to do like, oh, you want to produce a very nice book that people are going to be proud to own, like a coffee table book, or you want to produce a game that many people will want to play, right? Many people want to own and play. Unless the book has crazy art and has ribbon and the quality of the paper is amazing, it's sure crazy is crazy town. No, if you want a very nice book with the ribbon and stuff like that, that's the deluxe edition, the premium rule book, which is 120. Yeah. Sound reasonable to me. I can buy a $5 indie video game, which I'll play for 100 plus hour. $80 for games need to be a very good game. And that's the thing too, right? You pay $80 for a game. You're gonna play with 3 other guys, right? Will they want at least to have PDF? And they're gonna will be willing to shill $40 each for a PDF? Yeah, then you can say like, oh, maybe I'll share my PDF. You're not supposed to do that, right? Just like in theory, but So now you're $80, you're $200 for the group to play this game. Starting to be quite pricey for a game. Yeah, it's $90 the full price after the Kickstarter. Yeah, yeah. Indie video games are a lot cheaper, and I understand that in the my cat just fell. I understand that in the RPG hobby, because of the printing books and how it works, it's a volume game, right? I understand that indie RPG will be more expensive than like Wizard of the Coast and Pathfinder, right? That's normal. But those like Wizard of the Coast, they still sell their books for $50, $55, or $45 sometimes if you get them in deal, right? It's like $50, right? Also, like they sell like 3 books, which is insane. Anyway, a lot of like fluff in there, but that's a different topic. But I don't even know. I never look what they charge for the PDF. But like I said, like I'd be willing to go a little more for indie RPG, but there's a limit. Indie video game or more fun too? Yes. Yeah. Doodle Scotch, I do that Dragon Slayer book. That's my art. One be getting another. I got the Dark Dragon. Okay, I got that Dragon Slayer book. That's my art. Won't be getting another one anytime soon. And I've seen the Dragon Slayer book in a shop here around Canada, and I think they asked $45 for it. So I don't know what's if it was on deal. I don't think it wasn't said as being on deal. Like, and that's 45 Canadian, right? So that's because I looked for like, wait, am I really like? I went after seeing that. I went to see a different store right around here, and I went to look at the role playing game that they sold, seeing like, is it me that am I like so out of the loop? But no, role playing game. They had a lot of indie and stuff like that, and a lot of smaller publisher, and they were around that. They were like the pricier one was $70. And there was few of them. Most of them were around like 45 to $60. That seemed to be the price, and those are in Canadian. Those are Canadian fucking price, $70 Canadian. Which, for those that don't know, like Canadian, like you would do like a what 75% for American. So yeah. Die Roll Creative says, I think the game quality is important, not just the design and art. Yes. A good solid RPG in black and white works for me. Yeah, I think the rule mechanic for like I'm a big like rule guy, like I'm a big system guy. For me, like system is primordial, much more than even setting or even art. Some people like go with setting first. I'm really like rule first. But the rule of this game, I gotta say, they do look decent. They do look interesting. Like I would be like, oh, you know what? I'd like to dive more into that. That's not a problem I have here. Yeah. If you back the Kickstarter, you get to watch their actual play. Yeah. Not my art book. Okay, sorry. I knew I wasn't going to play it really. I just wanted the art. Oh, really? Yeah, and I've been guilty as that as well. Like, there's some book that I bought like because like the art I really liked. That happened to me as well, right? Just like, but they were like, they need to be very nice. Paizo is selling PF2 source books for 80 now. The core book are still 70, but 80 for a source book is insane. But I never buy source book. I never check. I never look on that. Never look for that. But like 70, yeah, that's still like cheaper, and it's still too expensive. What is it? Old School Essential, I think, from Chris. Oh yeah, you get like a hardcover books for $20 or something. Old School Essential. If I like Old School Essential, I never got, but that might be a Canadian thing. Like getting it in Canada is insanely expensive. Like they don't really sell to Canada. Like it's like what are they like? Is it like a what's the name of the company? I forgot. But they don't really sell in Canada, so like you have to buy an American and then get shipped there, and their shipping price like double the price of the book. So like it's something big. Like that's a big problem we have. At some point, also like you need to look at those publishers and say, well, you need to find some deal to get those books in Canada. Paizo is selling their core PF2 books for $60. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what I saw, $60. But their new source books is $80, which is insane. Yeah, $60 is reasonable, right? That's on the upper end of what I would call reasonable. But 80 books for the source book, but the source book, don't just fucking buy them. Yeah. Anyway, man, I just needed to vent a bit because like I find it like I wish I could have come here and say like, look at this project, guy. It looks very fucking cool. Trevor seemed to be getting it about role playing. Seemed to have the right idea and stuff like that. Go back it, but now like I said, well, I'm sorry, I can't. Past the 200,000 American now, so good for him. And I guess like I'm in the wrong here. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna wrap it out now, like because I'm just gonna fucking repeat myself. I just want to say like, like, try to be savvy consumer. That'd be my thing, right? Just you have to think about like, well, is that what is this thing worth for me? Not just like, oh, they asked that, right? Just like, yeah, they asked that. I want that thing, but do I want it for that much, right? Just like at some point, and for me, oftentimes the answer is no. There's a lot of things like that, like just like, well, maybe if I can find it later on sale, maybe use or stuff like that. But at this price, I'm sorry, I cannot jump in. Thank for the people that join live, and for the people that are gonna watch on the replay, and let me know in the comment section what you think. Like, am I like completely misaligned with the market? Am I in the wrong here? Am I going crazy? Did you back this project? Are you interested in it? Would you have backed it if it was cheaper? That's something that I would be very interested to know. Say, Die Roll Creative say, maybe we can chip in and you can buy a copy if you review it. That's the thing. Like, I could buy it, right? I'm not like, that's for me. That's not a problem because I'm not exactly earthing for money. That's not the problem for me. It's just like I don't think it's worth it, and I don't want to encourage that kind of practice. So there's that, right? It's more about the principle. But yeah, let me know in the comment down below if you find a project interesting, if you did back it, if you do think it's too pricey, if you would have thought about backing it but didn't because of the price. Let me know. I'd be curious to know about about that. It's gonna be a very small sample, but I just want to know if I'm completely out of the loop here, or if there's other project that you saw that you say, "Oh, that sounds cool, but it's way too pricey," right? What would be like what's the honest price you think for a PDF? All those questions, right? Let's have a conversation down here. Yeah. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Oh, and sorry also for not having the game on Monday. We said that we would, but stuff happened, and the other guys were not available. So there's that. Take care.